Princeton is absolutely a leader around diversity and inclusion.
Diversity is so important because we need so many more diverse students, faculty, and staff here that will not only enhance Princeton, but help Princeton to continue to grow.
We have a president who gets it. We have senior leaders who get it. They understand that this is a priority, and there's been an incredible investment all across campus towards this effort, because we know the importance of all members of our community, from students to faculty to staff to our alumni and visitors even, to feel that they are part of a community that is caring, that is inclusive, where they can be valued contributors to the overall mission of excellence.
Princeton is so amazing at this moment because we are at a time of a complete culture shift, and faculty, staff, and students have an opportunity to be a part of that change, a part of that growth, and a direction that is very much inclusive of all communities, of all people.
Given the 2013 Trustee Report on supporting diversity and other initiatives that went along with that, that was very attractive to me when I was looking at employment potentially at Princeton.
The investments are visible on campus in terms of staffing resources, deans for diversity in many offices, centers that have been developed and grown. It's a continuous effort.
There are about 7,000 students on campus if you include undergrad and graduate students, and we have about 65 professionals whose full-time job is to support diversity and inclusion on campus. It's not just a workplace, it's a community. The people who work at the institution really care about one another.
Staff, faculty, the students, they really want to make this place something that is remarkable and unique in its community, the way that it helps individuals form relationships with one another.
I just think it's a vibrant place to work. It's a place that's committed to excellence. It's committed to honoring people and bringing them forward, helping them to grow.
Princeton currently has 10 employee resource groups that support a wide array of different communities on campus. We do a lot of consultation around a whole host of diversity and inclusion matters and support staff in thinking about how to make Princeton a more equitable place to be and a more diverse place, really inclusive place for all staff.
Princeton has a lot of services and centers. So we also have the Women's Center, the LGBT Center, Davis International Center, the Center for Jewish Life, the Office of Disability Services, as well as the Office for Religious Life, and the Garfield Center.
We're working in populations of students that are more diverse than we've ever seen in our history. And we need to make sure that those students that come from diverse backgrounds are well represented. Institutions are in such a rush to check off what we're trying to accomplish. And in that process, really forget the real fundamental reason why the communities exist, and they're built and they exist on trust.
Tolerance is not enough to create community. Respect, as wonderful as that is not enough. Honoring and celebrating, including all, not maintaining the majority and making a little bit of space to accommodate those who are different, but actually having a space where everyone has an equal stake in what it means to be a Princetonian.
It's important to have dialogue and discussion here on campus, especially done in an environment that is facilitated by peers. It's important to provide that opportunity for students to be able to explore, to be able to challenge themselves and further grow into who they are, and really think about their identity, not only of themselves, but also how they influence community.
Every single person is different, and disability is just another type of difference. The main purpose for the Office of Disability Services is to be a place for students who have disabilities and to talk with us about accommodations that may be helpful to them in a classroom or in navigating campus. It really warms my heart when I can see a student who has overcome barriers and has then been able to take advantage of the academic experiences here that will enable them to make a difference in this world.
Princeton University is probably one of the most pluralistic campuses in America when it comes to religious life. It offers opportunities for worship, offers opportunities for learning about one's faith or another person's faith. There is not only a full-time Muslim chaplain, and there's also a full-time Hindu chaplain, And we have many different Christian denominations. We have different sects within Judaism represented. You can ask the tough questions and no one will shun you for it. It aspires to be a place where everyone can find a spiritual home.
I believe that diversity and inclusion and concepts around social justice are not additional, it's not an add-on, and it's not something extra. It's just who we are and who we want our students to be and what we want them to know as we prepare to create leaders for a global society.
I really admire that Princeton can acknowledge its shortcomings as well as celebrate its accomplishments. And when we acknowledge that we have work to do, we act and we lead in many of these areas in improving the experiences that our students have, that our staff and faculty have.
You know, it's not only about making sure that our institution is always keeping in mind what an ethical utopian vision of itself would look like, but also that we're creating the kinds of people and future leaders that can go out in the world and make that change more broadly.
People have good intentions here. They care about each other. You feel that when you're on campus. We all are responsible for the well-being of each other, and if we live that, we all raise each other up.
We have a responsibility to grow, to learn from the lessons of the past, and to be committed to that vibrant present and translate it into a better future, into a better Princeton, a brighter Princeton.